get through it. But y'all, what I just read here, okay, I know you're probably thinking something's wrong with your TV, but no, it's just this crazy lover soft girl moi. I had to cut in real quick because, baby, this book had me in a chokehold, and dare I say, horny as fuck too. But to be real, it took me a minute to get into it. And am I a mood reader now? Shit. Anyway, I had to do a little something to get myself in the right mood to read for real. So come with me while I roam around the city, do cute things, and get my mind right before this book took over my life. Y'all, I'm getting ready to go to the Maison Frenzy Kirken. I'm so sorry, I'm butchering the name, but it's the perfume, and I'm going to a masterclass on the perfume itself, how it's made, how the owner came up with the fragrances and the scents, and y'all really excited because this is like some grown woman event. And yeah, like I feel like now that I'm in my 30s, I don't even like to go, and I'm gonna be saying it a lot on this channel, let's just be clear, but I don't like to go outside anymore, like hitting the clubs. Like every now and then, yeah, like I'm here for the ratchetry, but for the most part, I want to do some real girly girl stuff, okay? And so fragrance testing and learning about fragrance is right up my alley, and it's at the Galleria Mall. So I had to get cute. So y'all, I'm really excited. I'm going with one of my good girlfriends, so I'm gonna bring y'all with me and show y'all some BTS, and hopefully they allow me to record. I'm not gonna bring my real camera. I'm just gonna use my phone to record whatever, because I would hate for them to turn my ass around, and I'm not gonna leave my camera in my car. It's thieves out here. So yeah, feeling myself though. Let's get it, let's go.
One of the most iconic fragrances in the 20th century, and it continues to be really well known and really sells incredibly well around the world. So that just goes to show how much of a prodigy Francis was from the very beginning. But here's the interesting thing about perfumery. In the 80s and the 90s, even the early 2000s, perfumers were artists who nobody knew about. Turkey unleashed this unsatiable desire for freedom. It feels airy, optimistic, and free. 1, 2, 3. Raise your hand if you were the stray profile. This is
We just left. Oh my God, we had a time, y'all. A time is had. We had so much champagne. Now we're trying to find a bathroom in the Galleria Mall.
Might as well have been bottomless mimosas, like.
Period.
The cup was always refilled, y'all.
Okay, we had, I don't even know how many freaking glasses of champagne we had. I would argue that we had like 5. We had 5. Trying to find somewhere to eat. We're gonna go to Cheesecake Factory, but we're looking for drink specials. Now we're thinking about the honey hole. We might go to the honey hole. Look at the menu.
I'm emphasizing drink specials.
Girl, this is a vibe. I could low-key fall asleep out here.
I'm thinking, like, why am I sleepy? Like, this is sleepy.
Oh, which one? The pink one?
No, the buddies.
You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when
It has an aftertaste, but it's not that bad.
The aftertaste is what gets me.
Yeah.
you sit right here. Now you
Y'all, we done ate good. We feeling content. We got our drinks. We're sitting by the fire pit.
you sit right here.
Feeling real nice. Real nice.
Love it when I get so high and drop that thing so
And it's such a beautiful day. It's not too hot. The sun is not shining and beaming down on us. Like, look at the sky. This is like a beautiful freaking Saturday. And it's still early. It's 2 o'clock. We did so much. But the time has been had. Now we're just relaxing. I'm about to probably read a couple pages of Plie.
It's overdue for that understressing. Over him, now you underdressing. Call me up and I come finessing. Like, ooh, we shot it, what it do, what it don't. Baby, you a queen, you can move how you want. You was rocking with me when I couldn't stay afloat. They ain't never saying nothing wavy to a boat. Like, eyes up, look at me, now I'm the captain. Brought the camera, time for action. Split the legs just like a fraction. Tuck the napkin, time for snacking. You a mother meal. Tell me that it's mine, baby, tell me that it's real. Hit it to the max, well, tell me how it feel. It's gonna be a minute, cause I'm in it for the thrill. Make her feel like heaven, she gon' put me in the wheel. And willingly, I wanna do anything she wanna do.
Hey y'all, so it's been like a really interesting week. I have not had no time to read any physical book all this week. Usually I would have at least a couple hours here or there to read a book on my Kindle app or physically, but I'm supposed to be reading Plie, and y'all, it's been a journey getting through that. But good news, I did finish Lady Nesha's Losing Control on audiobook, and y'all, oh my god, nobody told me how good that motherfucking book was gonna be. That book was so freaking good. First of all, I love me some Caesar and I love me some Marley. Like, I swear, they're low-key toxic, but I love them together. And listen, every time I read a good book, I'm gonna be finding me a new book babe. It's just a lay of the land. You're gonna find you a new book babe every time you pick up a new book, okay? And Caesar, he's just that dude. I wish there was a part 2. Like, I have not got enough of them. Like, I feel like I want more from Lady Nesha about Caesar and Marley. Now that they're married to, they eloped, so. Oh, is that a spoiler? This is a spoiler. I need more from Lady Nesha about Caesar and Marley. I didn't get enough, y'all. Like, that book was so freaking good, and I love listening to it on the way into work and on the way home from work, because it really helped me to calm down my nerves behind the wheel. I live in Houston. I think I said this like a zillion times on my channel, but y'all, I've been living here for quite some time and I'm still not used to the traffic here. It's just something you'll never get used to. And you can easily get irritated by the way some of these people be driving on the road. So when you turn on a good book like Losing Control or many other books or music, sometimes good music doesn't help me because I will get distracted real easily from somebody driving real crazy on the road. But when I got a good book on in my mind, like I am busy visualizing everything going down with the characters, where I might get irritated, but I'm not as irritated as I would if I wasn't listening to an audiobook, okay? So I will say it has been helping settle my freaking nerves, okay? Like, which is a saving grace, because I get worried about me sometimes, because yeah, I've been trying to really, one of my ways I'm really trying to tap into my little soft girl era is really practicing patience. I mean, patience, like, across the board. It's me having patience on the road. It's me even when I'm on the way home and I'm hungry and I pick something up to eat, I'm not eating in my car like a hungry fucking hippo. I'm waiting till I get home, seated right here on this couch, and comfortable with my wig off and my bra on. I'm comfortable and then I'll eat. That's when I'll eat. I try not to rush doing stuff. I'm trying to find more patience in life, and the way that I'm doing that is finding patience in the little stuff, because the little stuff be mattering. And so audiobooks are helping your girl with her patience. That's crazy. So today's Saturday. I'm about to spend the rest of my evening reading Plie so I can record my review tomorrow, which is Sunday. So much has gone down. It's not that I didn't have time to read. I just got wrapped up in so many good shows. Handmaid's Tale, y'all. Like, if y'all not watching The Handmaid's Tale, it's getting good as fuck. Handmaid's Tale is my shit. And yeah, they about to fuck some shit up in this next episode coming out this upcoming Wednesday. I'm not giving away no spoilers. You really gotta watch the show to understand what's going on. But I will say another show that I just got done watching last night and boohoo cried because I'm about to start my period. Forever. If y'all have not watched Forever on Netflix, you are truly missing out. When I tell you that is such a gem of a show, I don't think I've ever seen young teenage black love like that on my TV screen ever before, and it just made me feel so good seeing that. It brought back so many nostalgic memories from me being in high school and having my first love. Y'all, my first love I actually met on a cruise to the Bahamas. Yeah, I found me a cruise bae. I'll probably do the storyline. I'll probably do a storyline. Maybe I might tell y'all a little bit about my little cruise bae. Should I? I'll tell y'all about my cruise bae if y'all drop it in the comments that y'all want to hear about it. But my first love, yes, I met on the Bahamas. It was the summer before I went into my senior year in high school, and he just so happened to just graduate from high school, and his parents had gifted him the cruise to the Bahamas. So we had met on that ship, and he's actually the reason why I moved to Houston. So when I was 17, after I graduated from high school. So yeah, I may just tell y'all that story one day. Who knows? I have shared a lot of what I've gone through and a little bit of me on my channel, because of course it is my channel, so I know that you guys probably want to know more about me. So I'll probably share it one day, because he ended up being, although he was like my first love, he ended up being abusive. Yeah, but it's really back. Forever is so freaking beautiful, y'all. Like, I was in here boo crying because it was just like, wow, these teenagers knew how to communicate, like, they with each other. Yes, they had their ups and downs. I feel like they were having a human experience with each other, and they also had stuff, outside stuff, that was really affecting their relationship. It was that like tug of war kind of thing going on, and y'all, it was just beautiful to me though. Like, it was, again, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that on my TV screen. A lot of people are saying to watch, what is All American? I haven't had a chance to get into All American like that yet, but if it's anything like Forever, I'm definitely gonna tune in. But yeah, Forever, y'all, please check it out. The characters just so rich and gorgeous to look at too on my TV screen. Just rich, dark skinned black folk. And then, oh my goodness, seeing also a single mother who is struggling, and the parallels of a child who's growing up in a two-parent household who basically are the Joneses. They got money, you know. And also it highlights some of the struggles that you go through when you're a teenager. You feel all the pressures of the world and your parents around you, and sometimes when you're hearing what everybody else wants for you and the world wants for you, or what you see, it's hard to mute it all out and figure out what you really want to do for you. So I love how, like, I got to see that too, because I know that was something I struggled with a lot growing up. I didn't know who I wanted to be, what I wanted to do, all the way up to college. When I went off to college, I went to Texas Southern University. Hey, y'all, when I first stepped on campus, I really thought I was gonna be a pharmacist, because I had did some research and I learned that they made a lot of money. So my baseline for me going to school was that I was gonna do something that made me a lot of money. However, when I started getting into the curriculum, y'all, I was so freaking unhappy. And I just knew immediately, like, with me being in a white lab coat and going to these classes and learning what I was learning, I struggled, and that was not the reason why I didn't want to be in it. I just felt like when I was there, I felt like I was too creative to be restricted to a white lab coat for the rest of my life. And at that time, my prayer to God was like, I want a career where every day looks different. I don't want for my day-to-day routine to be mundane and boring and the same thing every day. Like, I just want to live a life that was rich and exciting, and every day was different. That was literally my prayer in college. And I remember I had a deep old conversation with one of my good friends, and who ended up being my roommate. And she was like, Jasmine, you love to read books. You love to read. Why don't you explore English? And at that time, I didn't know what you could do with the English degree, y'all. So I was scared because I was like, I don't want to struggle. I just know it's a guaranteed career that will make me some money if I stay in this program, this pharmacy program. But I was extremely unhappy. And so one day I just did some research and I had learned that pretty much people be flipping degrees. Like, people go to school and get a general studies degree and next thing you know, they're a lawyer. Or, you know, it's stuff like that. People are CEOs and they have like history degrees and English degrees too. So I was like, man, wow, I never even knew that was possible. So I was like, I'm gonna switch my major over to English and I'm gonna start studying English. In my future career at that time, I want to be a literary agent or a publisher. And so y'all, when I tell you, when I switched my major over, I had never been so happy ever before. At my school, it was just like sunny days. I know it sounds cliche as fuck, but I really felt like there was like a dread over me, like a gray cloud over me when I was studying pharmacy, because I knew inherently that was not for me. So when I switched my major over, I tell y'all what, I had to pick a minor, and I minored in journalism. And kid y'all not, y'all, that was one of the best decisions I ever made, because it was there I found like my gift of writing. I didn't know I could write until I started writing, and my professors were pulling me to the side and literally telling me, wow, you have so much promise. You are such a great writer. I have not seen a writer like you before in my class. And so I was being gassed, y'all, and it was really boosting my confidence. And I even had one professor who really went out of her way to fill out she filled out an internship application, a paid internship application on my behalf, and put in good word, and she was able to get me that internship, y'all. And that's how I got my foot in the door of journalism, y'all. And to this day, I'm an award-winning journalist, a 2-time award-winning journalist, okay? And I will say that really set off my trajectory in my life. I literally have built a career in writing, and I would have never ever guessed it. I would have never ever been here had I not taken that leap of faith and switched my major over from pharmacy with a minor in biology to English with a minor in journalism. So I said all of that to say, and let me get off my soapbox because I'll get chatty Cathy real quick, but I say all that to say that Forever really touched on that, like you finding your own path and you getting out of that loop of what everybody else wants for you and finding your own way, and like disrupting that loop by making your own decision regardless of how disgruntled other people might be about your decision. And I thought it was just beautifully done. It was so beautifully done. Shout out to, I believe her name is don't want to get sis name wrong, hold on, her name is Mara Brockkill. So Mara, she's the one that created and executive produced Forever, and it's a reimagining of Judy Blume's 1975 novel of the same name. And I tell y'all, sis did her motherfucking big one with it. She did her motherfucking big one with it. And I'm usually not into YAs, like young adult fiction or young adult shows or whatever. Give me something grown. Like, give me something grown. But I will say, this was mature enough for me to relate to. It wasn't cheesy. It was so cute. It was so romantic, and it was just beautifully done, y'all. Beautifully done, okay? Please go watch it when you get a chance. And I'm gonna get off my soapbox and leave it at that.
Your eyes tell me that you don't wanna leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're mine, baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This, oh my gosh. Y'all. The craziest thing just happened in this book. Wow. I'm like so shocked that it happened like this. I wish I could tell y'all, be me giving away too much tea. Giving away too much tea. Y'all, I need a moment. Cause like, I was not expecting that to go down the way it just went down, but it got me super excited. Like, kid y'all not, I'm reading Plie, and it has been like somewhat of a slow burn in the first couple of chapters, but I just hit chapter 13 and shit just got spicy. I hate to say that it took a while for me to really get excited about the read. Not that I wasn't excited before, but shit just hit the fucking fan. Like, shit just got super good. But it is a bit of a slow burn in the first couple of chapters. It took me a while at least to get into the mix of what I was reading, and I had found myself rereading a couple of chapters or pages over and over just because I felt like I wasn't fully there or alert. Not saying that the book is bad, the book is good. I don't know what's going on, why it took me a while to get through it, but y'all, what I just read here, it got me excited to finish. I think I have about 3 more hours with the book. I don't know how long the book was, but I have 3 more hours. It's 9:42 a.m. It's Sunday. I'm trying to finish before church starts today at 11:30. I might not finish before my church from home. I watch church from home, and it kind of feels weird that I'm reading something so freaking spicy on a Sunday before I go to church, but God knows my heart. I mean, God knows my heart, y'all. He knows me. He knows his daughter. So, yeah, if I don't finish it by then, I know I'm going to finish it after church. So, yes. Good.
Alright, let's get this party started. No button outs. Walking back into the living room with Marley. Oh shit. My eyes deceive. It's nice to meet you. We spoke on the phone a while ago. I'm Sandy. Up with her husband. Marley turned to the soft voice and was met with long hair and greenish-green dark brown skin. She was a little on the tiny side. I like you. Ari Bulge. Caesar took her money and ended a card game, stealing her unbroken record while popping big shit in the process. It was the ranger, and it was easy to see where the boys got their sense of humor, and the laughter was non-stop. Molly loved her. Hey up, nigga. Noah clapped his hands, causing Romeo to suck his teeth. Fuck that.
Okay, y'all, I'm going to keep this review for Losing Control and Plie real short and sweet, but still enough for you. And if it's not enough,
Make it enough.
period. But before we get started, y'all, I really want to show y'all these new earrings that I just got. They're enemies to lovers earrings. Let me see if I can show y'all. Get up on the camera. Ooh, ooh, these are so cute. These are so cute. I can't wait to wear these to the book events. I'm going to pull back my hair so they can be seen. I have some other ones I'm going to show too. I forgot what they're called. I think it's Smut Lovers or something like that. I'm going to put on the screen what I got. But y'all, I got these from a Latina-owned company. And listen, I fell in love with these earrings. I was like, yeah, I'm such in my book girly bag an era that I just had to get them. I could not pass them by when I first saw them. So y'all will be seeing these a lot in my future videos. They don't even go, y'all. I mean, yes they do, because pink and red go with green. So, but I don't care if they don't go. I'm still gonna be wearing them. And actually, y'all, enemies to lovers, low-key, Losing Control and Plie are enemies to lovers books. So we're about to get into it. I want to talk about Losing Control first. So what is this book giving? Absolutely This book literally gave everything. This story had me in such a chokehold, y'all. For like the first couple of pages, I listened to it via audiobook, and I was like, glad I did, because I really felt everything that the narrators were saying. I really felt like I was there. I wasn't expecting to feel that gutted in the beginning of the book. Like, something traumatic happens early on in the book that had me like fucked up. Damn, like, this is how Lady Nesha coming out swinging. It's just the first 3-4 pages. Damn, like, I just got here. Damn. But Lord Marley, who's the main female character, she carried her pain throughout the story. Lord, I know I would have been the same way after going through something so traumatic like that. That was crazy. But Marley's character, if I had to find a celebrity to compare her to, I would compare her to like a Janae Aiko. Like, very soulful, she doesn't do too much. She's very quiet, she's creative. She's a little closed off, but it's because life has forced her to protect her peace. After the shit that she went through in the beginning of the book, like, sis went into hiding, basically. So she owns a tea business where her teas bring like a calming aura to her, and she smokes weed too, of course. But her real business is survival. She's literally trying to survive mentally and emotionally throughout the book. And that really resonated with me, because I feel sis on that. I have not went through anything that traumatic where I lost someone. Let me take that back. I have lost somebody, but I did not lose anybody in the manner that she did. And so I resonated with that pain, though. I resonated with that survival, that wanting to keep to yourself because you don't know how to act around other people. Like, you are easily frustrated, you're easily irritated because you mad at life, you mad at the world, you mad. And once upon a time, y'all, when I first got into therapy, I was just like telling my therapist, I'm angry all the goddamn time and I don't understand why. Like, I get self-defensive and I'm quick to say something harsh to people. And I remember one time my sister was like, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. And so a lot of people have always said that about me. And I was just like, am I really fucking angry? And I had a boss too at one point who was like, y'all, my boss, when I used to work for a newspaper company, she and I had went out of town, and she had randomly said to me one day while we were in the airport, she was like, oh, Jasmine, you remind me a lot of myself when I was your age. I was really angry. I could tell you're angry. And so, like, I remember when she was saying that, like, in my mind, I was like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, whatever. And then I was like, bitch, you getting upset because she called you angry. But also, I was like, why the fuck would she call me angry just out the blue? It was just so random. Where did you get that from? So I remember when I got into therapy, after that moment, I was just telling my therapist that I just felt so angry. I felt like I was always on defense mode. I was always quick-witted with my mouth. Like, my mouth was sharp at one point. Like, I have calmed down a lot how I speak to people. And I have calmed down a lot on what I say to people. My mouth used to be ruthless. But my therapist, though, she told me that being angry is a human experience. There's nothing wrong with you for being angry. But she said there is something wrong when you misplace that anger on to other people who are just catching strays. But she was like, it's okay to be and feel angry and sit in that emotion. It's a humanistic emotion. I used to beat myself up all the time because I was just like, why am I so fucking angry? And I'm getting more mad at me being mad. I know it sounds so crazy, but yes, I had went through a phase. So I really felt like Marley comes off like that. Marley comes off as an angry girl, and rightfully so. She has been dealt a fucked up card. I just felt like if I were her, I kind of would be snippy and snappy with everybody too. So people, even Marley's sisters, like, girl, like, chill, relax. But anyway, I feel sis. I feel her on why she feel the way she do. It's just, when you read the book, you'll get it. And if you have read the book, then you know. If you know, you know. That's that on Marley. On Caesar, at first, I didn't know what to make of this man. I just felt like he was this flashy rapper with a reputation, real street edge, and this I don't give a fuck attitude. And me personally, like, I know us girls, we can like that kind of attitude sometimes, But sometimes it also becomes a bit too much. Like, give me a lover boy. I want a lover boy that has some chalant to him. I don't want a nonchalant man. I want a man with chalant to him. But Caesar was coming off as like a nonchalant nigga, and I was just like, yeah, maybe in my early 20s this would have turned me on. But now that I'm in my 30s, baby, I don't want that. I don't want that. So when I first met Caesar, I was just like, yeah, I don't know if he could be my new book bag. No. But the deeper I got into the story and I started to read more about his childhood traumas, I started to understand why he acted the way he acted. I started to see who Caesar was for real. Caesar, he has a lot of unhealed trauma from his mama and his biological dad. I understood his anger. I understood why he, like Marley, their pain was reflected out as like anger and snappy and I don't give a fuck kind of attitude. So both Marley and Caesar have to face their past in order to truly heal and move forward in the story. And I feel like Lady Nesha really did a good ass job in giving us some characters with depth, characters that I could relate to personally. Not relate to as in what they experience, but I could relate to their emotional experience, like the things that they went through physically to evoke a specific emotion. I went through different things that evoke the same kind of emotions in my childhood. So I really relate to these characters. But what I love is that together Marley and Caesar are like two people trying not to fall apart and lose themselves or lose control, if you will, which hence the title of the book. And I love this so much. So yes, this story it gave everything. It gave pain, it gave healing, and it was giving two people who honestly shouldn't have never worked because they're polar opposites, but they absolutely do work. Like their relationship does work. I know it sounds crazy, but you gotta read the story to understand what I'm putting down. So let's get to the spice. When I tell you that Caesar ate like he was starving, honey, I legit had to pause the audiobook because it was getting hot. These sex scenes were getting hot and I had to fan myself. And there's one scene that I want to give away. It's not that big of a spoiler. Like whatever I'm about to share is it's not even scraping the surface, okay? So don't get your panties in a bunch. But do, once I read this. Y'all, he said, Caesar said, "Sweet ass pussy," Caesar muttered, unwrapping her legs from around his neck. If his dick was anything like his tongue, she was in trouble. Caesar loved to eat the coochie, y'all. He was always eating Marley coochie. Like, he didn't, in the beginning, that's all he was doing. That's all he was finding pleasure in doing. Like, he didn't care that she went and, give him dome or for them to go to third base, hit a home run, and go all the way. He was just satisfied giving her pleasure. And oh my God, just hearing him explain why was such a turn on. Y'all, and listen to this. He said this. He said he would happily drown in her pussy and beg the Lord for a redo. And I was so done. When I tell you, honey, I was like, Caesar's not playing fair. Like, this man, I love a pleaser man. I love a man who doesn't mind getting his woman off first and not too worried about him. He worried about her pleasure. I love a man like that. I love a man like that. He wasn't just eating it though. It was like he had a personal mission to make sure Marley forgot every other man she had ever dealt with before him. And it was a wonder to listen to. Like, listen to this book if you can on audiobook because it will set off fireworks in your own coochie. Like, y'all think I'm playing, but y'all be asleep. Some of y'all be asleep on these audiobooks, but these audiobooks be good as fuck, y'all. They be good as fuck. Every sex scene was just nasty, but in the right way, y'all. And for that, on the spice level scale of 1 through 5 peppers, I give it 6. Like, it superseded all of my expectations, honey. Like, the way it had me pausing this audiobook, like I needed a break. I listened to the audiobook on my way into work. So it's not like I can stop what I was doing and go, rub something out or whatever. No, I had to go to work. So I went to work frustrated, y'all. Like, I ain't no man yet. So I went to work frustrated. That's why it deserves all 6 peppers, okay? Overall, I highly recommend this read, and it's stamped as a Softest 5-star read, period. This is a 5-star read. This book is so good, so much so, like I said earlier, I wish I had more, like I could have more Marley and Caesar, and I feel like I spoke that into existence. She's a fairy. Yeah, she was a fairy. Yeah, I spoke that into existence when I said it earlier in the damn video, because guess what? There's a part 2, and it's called, what is it called? It's called Losing Control, Half on a Baby or Two. And best believe I already purchased it on Kindle. I wish it was on audiobook, but this book actually came out in February this year, just 3 months ago. So y'all, super fucking excited. Super fucking excited. Okay, I love this book down. I want to Plie, y'all, by A.H. Cunningham. What is this book giving? Let me be real, okay? I have to be real. I had a hard time. I really did. I had a hard time staying locked in during the first few chapters of this read. It just wasn't gripping me. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was me, but I'd start reading, then get distracted, scroll my phone on Instagram, TikTok, and then go make me a snack, and then next thing you know, I'm laying down watching forever. And I just, yeah, you know the drill. I just could not finish this book. I did not want to DNF it though. I really want to finish it. It was a slow burn. It took you a little while to get up into it, but once you got up into it, honey, it was good. So the two main characters, Aisha and Knox, when they started getting frisky, that's when stuff started to really pick up and get juicy, okay? Y'all, they were getting frisky in something called the Gold Room. Now, Knox, he's like a baby dom. He's still in training, and Aisha, she has so much experience being a submissive. So the two are hooked up through this agency where basically Aisha is going in anonymous as Jasmine, my name. She's going in as Jasmine, being a practice sub for Knox, who is Sir X, okay? And when those two get into this Gold Room, honey, it gets so damn hot. Like, it gets so fucking hot. I want me a Gold Room. It gets so hot in this Gold Room that I found myself smiling at my phone, y'all, because I was reading a book on my Kindle app. I was smiling like a fool at my phone in public, and I'm sure so many people were looking at me like, what is that girl laughing and smirking about? But yeah, these sex scenes were hot, y'all, and I feel like I got a crash course on being a sub. Because, I mean, it has ran through my head, like, yes, like, I do want a dominant man. Like, I want my future husband to be super dominant. Like, whatever he says goes, because he's a provider, and I'm going to be able to trust him and his decisions. Of course, I would love for him to come to me and talk to me, and it'll be our decision, but I'm also wanting to, like, literally lean on my husband to make decisions for me. I really want to not have to think about shit. Like, you see, y'all, I know y'all seen it. Y'all seen it. Those videos of the ladies passenger princess, Ladi without a care in the world, sitting in the passenger seat. I really want that type of relationship with my future man. Like, to me, that's a dominant man. A dominant man is gonna step the fuck up. He's gonna make all the plans and make sure that I don't have to worry about nothing. Like, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. Now Aisha, she is soft-spoken. She is carrying the world on her back. She's got her aging grandparents that she looks after. She also has like her alcoholic father who kind of pops in whenever he wants to. She has her dance studio where she's losing dancers and students left and right, and she's trying to figure out why all this shit is happening back to back to back. And she's trying to stay afloat too. Sis is like carrying the weight of everything on her back, and she's trying to hold it all together, while also low-key, just like Marley and Caesar, try not to lose control of shit. She's one of those people that presents themselves as if they have everything together, even though like her shoe could be on fire and somebody could ask her if she's okay, and she'll be like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm great. Yeah, why would you ask that? Like, she's one of those people. Now Knox, I wasn't sure if I would like the man because he came off very difficult, controlling, and grumpy all the goddamn time. Like, for a minute there, he was giving Karen energy, like, let me speak to your manager vibes. And I was like, yeah, I don't know about this man. And it wasn't until I started to read more about his background, how he was reacting, kind of like what I was saying before about Sometimes what you go through, you could be projecting it out and you don't even realize it. And I said that for Marley, said that for Caesar, and here it is again in this book with Knox. He doesn't really know that he's coming off as an asshole for real. Like, he's an asshole. Like, he's not a good person to be around because he's always mad about something. It's kind of like, what you mad about today? So because of that, Knox moves like he's trying to always constantly protect everything that he loves and everyone he loves before it can be taken from him. Like, he's a man of structure. He doesn't necessarily like to veer off a path. Like, he knows what he's doing in life. He has a plan. He has order up until he meets Aisha, who kind of like knocks him off his kilter, if you will. Like, he's thrown off by her energy because she's so different from him. Now, let's talk about the spice, because I know y'all want to know about the spice in this book because there's a lot of it. And honey, I'm gonna read straight from my notes because I don't want to miss anything or mess anything up, because this scene right here that I'm about to explain and share, the spiciest of spice, okay? The spiciest of spice. Knox is out here saying things like this. Nah, don't be shy now, baby doll. I don't mind a little seasoning on my dinner. Literally, this man said that after Aisha literally told him that she's musky. She used those words. She said, I'm musky. I'm trying to hop in the shower before we get to... He was like, nah. I like a little seasoning. Y'all, oh my goodness, y'all. Like, sis was literally trying to close her legs and preserve what little modesty she had, because she literally said out her mouth that she was musky. She said she was musky, and this man said he didn't give a fuck. He didn't care about that. I'm gonna read it again because he looked her dead in her eyes and said that shit. He said, nah, don't. I gotta get my man voice. Nah, don't be shy now, baby doll. I don't mind a little seasoning on my dinner, he said in that deep voice that triggered all my subby instincts. Then gave me a sensuous lick from my entrance all the way to my clit. When I tell you, he ate her from the rooter to her cooter. He ate her ass and her cooch while she was musky. I was like, nah, this man loved him some damn Aisha. Like, I want a man like that. Where these men at? They mind a little season, a little musk on his dinner. Y'all, that was spicy as hell. I don't think I ever read, like, I have read some stuff. Like, I have read some real crazy stuff. But I don't think I've ever read a scene where a man was like, he didn't give a fuck about her being musky after she just literally said, I'm musky down here. I'm gonna freshen up. And he said he didn't give a damn. He didn't give a damn about a little musk. He liked it like that. Seasoning, y'all, seasoning. And then he went down on her, y'all. No hesitation, just mouth and mission. That mouth was on a mission. He didn't give a fuck about none of that. I was like, because Mr. Man, Sir X, was eating musky pussy, honey. I give this book, on a spice scale of 1 through 5 peppers, baby, this is 5 peppers, okay? 5, period. Because I don't know what it was, but reading it really turned me on. Overall, y'all, I would give this the softest read rating of a 4, just because it did take me a little while to get up in it. And I don't think I really got into the book until like chapter 8 or 9 when we started seeing them in a gold room, and that's when things started to pick up and excite me. But best believe, when it did pick up, honey, I was locked in. Y'all, so what I got from both of these books, Plie and Losing Control, is that it's for women who have been holding everything down and still showing up for everybody else and just want to be touched right for real and for good. And I'm so happy that I read these 2 books together. Like, I listened to Losing Control on audiobook and I was reading Plie on my Kindle book, and I honestly really feel like the characters are so similar in a way that they are literally dealing with trauma, and they are having to navigate that as they are also exploring love and also finding partners, life partners. So highly recommend both of these reads, y'all. So freaking good. So before I let y'all go, I want to show y'all my next read that I will be reading for the next week, and I'm super excited. Y'all know I created this TBR jar a couple videos ago, and I had so much fun creating it. So I'm really excited. This is my first time picking a book from my TBR jar, and we're about to see what I pick. Ooh, y'all, I'm really excited. It's Christina C. Jones. Y'all know that's my girl. This is a Christina C. Jones stan account. Let's pick another one. I want to do another book too. Blood Bully by Natavia, y'all. I love me some Natavia, so I'm super excited about these two reads. That's it from me today, y'all. I want to thank y'all so much for sticking with me for all of these good 45 minutes, honey. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and continue to read romance, spice, hydrate yourself, and I will see y'all next time. Mwah.